I got it all set up, but never actually hit the go button. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Let me do this one thing real quick, and then I will resume. Boop. For those who've been here before, you know I always enjoy multi-streaming to Facebook and YouTube and Trovo and TikTok. And usually I'm pretty snappy about doing it at the start, kind of once we get past the intro, but I was like so ready to go, man. Could not hold me back. I was ready to burst with excitement. But we got our navigator, all is well, and collide on the western front. Tell me more about this ritual. Actually, I want to know more about the red. Usually the only one they don't want to use black because it offends the machine spirits. We'll give of his blood before the ritual, as always. Oh, so we've got plenty of red blood. And that's this guy right here. Tell me more about this ritual. Merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship. His machine spirits are like technomancy, like technology, spiritual, channeling buffoonery that I can't pretend to understand. Just get some implant ports, rather. She says, "There's the house Orcelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you." She's like, I'll spare you the deets. Open the third eye, peer into the depths of the warp. The guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. You have nothing to worry about. She says, I never lose course. I'm a fucking badass. I'm cool as hell. Machine spirits actually exist. Interesting. Maybe it exists. Maybe it's a real thing. Maybe it's just made up and we just do it as a ritual to make ourselves feel like we're doing something. By the way, Aleph, that was a good nice, by the way. I just noticed that 3 minutes ago. Thank you for the nice. Oh, also, Aleph, hit us with the music show and tell. Let's resolve this dialogue, and then, yeah, we'll do the music show and tell. Aleph, I got you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't notice that until just now. Alright. I shall give you what you need. Do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Bitches don't know about my warp eye opening. And then... Is this the buddy? Is this the servant? Oh no, that's Foxmaster, right? All right, good stuff. Lost the ability to make or even understand how a lot of the tech works. Quasi-religious, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The rites of repair to make the tanks work again. They just hope it works. They just really hope it works. What's up, Duke, over on YouTube? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. 3-day rampage that uncrewed and murdered thousands of orcs. Oh boy. I know orc stuff is apparently quite wild. Alright, so begin the ritual. Okay. The exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard. He says, alright, here's some blood for you to paint with. Rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas. Okay. It all sounds nice and nightmarish and freaky deaky. Now, what's this? The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone, she says. I was gonna say, that seems like the kind of thing that is kind of heavy. There's some heft to that, some weight to it. Connection to the warp. Right. Okay. Only if enough people believe it is there, or that it can have an effect. That's the whole thing about chaos, right? It like becomes empowered when more people think and talk about it. There's kind of psychers, yeah. Interesting that that's the basis of the orcs' powers, that they're technically psychers, just like the Diet Coke version. And if enough of them believe that painting the tank red makes it faster, it will make it faster. Yeah, that's wild. It's called speed freaking. The red vehicles move fast. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Accidentally snaps one of the cogitated levers. Whoops. Sorry for cutting off the broadcast. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. Received 5 lashes for the show of clumsiness. No, it's fine. I know that was a little bit fucky. Everything okay, Cassia? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. Oh boy. Shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, throats raw from the strain, and then silence. Bodies dropping, proclaiming what happened to them. The servants are part of the rite. So she just has to have a bunch of people ready to die at a moment's notice in order to, you know, peer into the warp. This is just how the ritual goes, I guess. Redwind goes faster, that's right. If they believe it's faster, it works. Humanity has a weaker connection, right? It just takes more people to believe. So if we all band together, and we think painting the spaceship red makes it go faster, then we'll be able to make that shit happen. Endless blackness, she says. And my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. The way is blocked, she says. Ritual was successful, though. Vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Okay. I'm gonna go back to my chamber and chill for a bit, but the navigation works now. So we have a functioning navigator. Several matters that require your attention. Okay, hit me with it. So if we would have gone... Let's see. Opted to begin your visit to the Ryket system with a different destination, the station could become unstable. Could have become unstable. Visiting the Navis Nobilite bought us some time, she says, and are forced to disassemble the station. That's good. What's that? You'll gain profit factor. I think I want that. I think I want everything. It might take more time, but more profit factor sounds nice, actually. Story things that increase profit. There you go. Just like Irishman said, yeah. 2 is pretty good. Looking for the Engineer Prime. Yeah, we have other things to do, for sure. Oversight by an experienced tech priest. We need some more crew. We need Henrix, yes. Yeah, the Lord, that's like the main original reason we came here. We know it was not at Iraq 5. Can you just visit me and tell me how wonderful anything is? Yeah. Can we have a smile sometimes and like tell a joke, tell a fun story maybe? More profit, that's right, bud, that's right. Yeah, we got Duke over on YouTube. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're playing some Warhammer right now. Warhammer Rogue Trader. Game's pretty good so far. We just finished the first kind of section of this current Star Systems quest line. We still got plenty left to do. I am going to go back to the bridge. And go back to the bridge, and we, of course, potentially have people to talk to now. More people, that is, to talk to. And we could do some trading. I also need to level my guy up. Got some kind of housekeeping to do. As it slowly reaches 100%. Receipt of instructions. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if that was like a thing that I was having to respond to. So, where am I? So, I'm right here. So, I'm not gonna like...
Lord Captain.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna like check in with everybody to see if there's anything new to talk about. We did a lot of stuff just now, and some of it was pretty involved. Of course, getting the navigator is huge. Bolster the crew. 80%. Cassia would be the one to do it. Maybe not right now. What are the Vox Spirits brought us? Anything cool? No information right now. Okay, yeah, I'll save that for later. Am I on Twitch as well, Duke? I sure am. I sure am. In fact, as we're playing this game, we will eventually unlock Steam keys that we can give away to viewers, but I will only be able to issue those giveaways via Twitch because we have a kind of a what's called channel points. We have a system that allows us to have like a raffle ticket thing where people can redeem raffle tickets, and there will be a raffle at the end once, not tonight, but in a fairly not too far away stream. We'll be able to have some extra keys to give away, and we'll be doing that through Twitch. So I typically recommend people watch through Twitch, but I'm happy to have people here, you know, in any capacity, obviously. So it's never required. Tyrant says that's what we're here for, baby. Yeah. There's the for anybody who's curious. Oh, hold on, let me pause the game real quick. For anybody who's curious, the dares command has a list of the giveaways we're working towards, and the conditions that need to be met before we can do any giveaways, as well as the rewards, as well as like the Steam keys themselves that we'll be giving away. The basic gist of it is that if we beat Chapter 2 under certain circumstances, we'll get, I think, 2 keys for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, I think. And then if we beat Chapter 3, we get 2 Steam keys for Rogue Trader. And if we beat the game, we get 3 Steam keys for Rogue Trader. But I'm not sure if we're going to beat the game in time, because we have to beat the game before the Dare Drop campaign ends, and the campaign ends in like 3 weeks. This game's pretty long, so I don't know if I'm going to commit to a full playthrough. I'm liking it a lot so far, but this game is also, you know, a lot, so we'll see. We'll see. So Uwe can't talk.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
You hear that? Our navigator waifu likes us. Can he show you where you're at as far as the dares go? Yeah, all I can do is kind of like gauge it just kind of unofficially based on in-game progress. So yeah, the Chapter 2 one is the one that we're closest to, and we haven't even beat Chapter 1 yet. So we got a ways to go, honestly. It'll be a bit. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I misclicked. That's fine.
Our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
So I'm gonna click through these, but I'm gonna try to power through some of them. I'm like kind of skim them a little bit, because there could be some enormous lore drops here. I'm also looking for like side quest opportunities, because you know what, games like this, the right dialogue or the right question can sometimes open up like a potential avenue as far as storytelling, that kind of thing.
The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly
208 years ago, she says.
208 years ago. Before that,
whoa, Lizzie! Lizzie, thank you. That's so nice. Shiver me timbers. That's correct. What's up, Lizzie? Lizzie, you're a freaking homie. Thank you, my friend. Thank you extremely gratuitously. Thank you graciously for your raid. So freaking nice. Lizzie raids us all the dang time, man. She's so freaking good to us. Lizzie, you're a freaking homie. How was your stream? I want to hear what you were up to on this fine day. This fine evening, even. Doing some more Mortal Kombat. Lizzie, do you have any fun clips? I know you've had some really fun jump scare clips in Mortal Kombat, of all places. Lizzie is a friend of the channel. She plays a lot of really cool games, and yeah, she's actually very adept at Mortal Kombat. I've seen her in action before. She will very readily rip someone's spine out with zero hesitation, both inside and outside of video games.
By all means.
Oh, whoops. No, I wanted to ask about this one.
Just as a rogue trader stands,
we are playing some Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Game came out a few weeks ago. It's very good. A little glitchy, a little dense, but it's good so far. We just unlocked a new character. She is our navigator, and everyone agrees she's our navigator waifu because she's got like a cute little voice, and she, if she's sad, everybody becomes sad. If she's happy, everyone becomes happy. She like broadcasts her emotions like a fucking router, like an emotion router. Emotion Wi-Fi has very good connection. But yeah, Lizzie, like I said, if you got any clips you want to share whenever someone raids, I always love to show clips from whoever raids us. It's always like a nice opportunity to kind of do some cross-pollinations. So, anyway, so what was she saying? I'm sorry, I was kind of ignoring some of that just because we were talking with the homies. Look for alliances. Which path of bloodline is destined to thread? He purses her lips slightly, she says. Trying to find a successor. Okay. And then she lived in seclusion on a closed station. So maybe you are the successor, right?
So, says Regent Aronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novateur. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden. By all means,
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House.
Yo, we got Duke in the house. Well, welcome back, bud. It's good to see you.
Dynasty of the Navis nobility.
Yeah, I typically multi-stream. I typically multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, and then Trovo. So 5 places. I eventually want to get Instagram multi-streaming set up, and once it's available, maybe Twitter streaming, but I'm not sure Twitter streaming is gonna. It might take a while before that one can, you know, run with the big dogs. But maybe someday.
And reach all the way from the Coronis expanse to Holy
So,
Terror.
yep. So I'm part of the house, and we're really cool. We've been around for a long time. I will listen in silence. Well, yeah. More about you personally.
You wish to know about me?
Senpai, notice me.
I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
Bunhole streaming. I don't know what bunhole is, but I'm assuming you mean I'm assuming you're sad that I'm not streaming to Pornhub, Chatterbait, or I don't know. What are some other after hours streaming sites I should know about? Yeah, that's Farsight says I'm correct. Maybe that could be my angle if I stream to Pornhub as a fully clothed dude just playing video games. You know, people go to Pornhub for other things. Maybe there's an untapped market. Maybe there's people going to Pornhub, seeing the naked people, seeing sexy things happen, and going, I wanted to watch video games, and they're just so confused. They don't know about YouTube. They don't know about Twitch. They have a busted ass browser that only goes to one website, and they're stuck. They're trapped in one website forever. Maybe I could be the voice of video games that they're clamoring for. Literally ones of people would watch us, I'm sure. Does it make me want to play the tabletop version? Warhammer tabletop intimidates me greatly because, of course, you have to get a lot of figures. You have to kind of know what you're getting yourself into. You have to amass an army. You also have to understand the rule set. It's a game. I guess you could, of course, play it online, you know, remotely through like Tabletop Simulator. There's probably other ways to do it. And I have friends that do play it, so I would have a community like entry point. It just intimidates me though. I mean, I like Dungeons and Dragons. I like Pathfinder. I like Cyberpunk Red. There's a lot of tabletop systems I like. But like army scale combat, that kind of thing, I just don't know if it's my thing personally. But I can respect it. I appreciate it from afar, and the world building and the lore and storytelling is extremely cool and very fascinating. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Tyrant says I'd watch. We got one. Thank you, Tyrant. Yeah, I did say earlier ones of people would watch us, so Tyrant will be one of them. Yeah. Handsome man gets wrecked, and then in parentheses gone sexual. What if it was short-bearded? Hold on. Like what's a alluring phrase for myself? Short-bearded, alluring phrase for a small dude. Short-bearded hobbit? Do people have hobbit fetishes? I legit don't know. A math guy who's got hundreds of views. Well, there is the guy who would just like read stories. It was weird because his name was Creamer. His last name was Creamer, I think, which is a little weird. But he would wear like a Letterman jacket and like read books and like be respectful to his girlfriend in his Pornhub videos. It was weird. There's a TTRPG. Oh, okay. The plastic dudes. Yeah, the model, the miniatures are not cheap. But there's a whole bunch of them, right? Yeah. Bearded otter. A bearded otter. Huh. Is that like a sexy phrase I've never heard before? They're called otters. Oh, I legit did not know that. So that's like a thing in some communities? It's a hairy... Oh! So I have twink energy, you say? I mean, I'm 5'3". I probably would not make a very convincing top. Say that much. I'll say that much. I would probably not make a very convincing top. I don't know if I would make a... I don't know if I would have the constitution to be a power bottom, for that matter. It's not a super flattering phrase, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Skinny hair. Yeah, skinny but hairy dude. That's an otter. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know what? I learned something. I learned something today. You seem taller. Thank you. That's nice of you to say, Duke. I've had people say that. I've had people say, like, people will like only know me from the streams or know me from, like, you know, internet stuff, and they'd be like, Alex, you give off like taller person energy. Maybe not tall energy, but not short guy energy, which is a compliment to me, because short guy energy is sometimes a very not good thing. Sometimes, you know, someone like exudes short energy and you're like, ooh, I don't know, there's like some, that guy's got like a chip on their shoulder or some shit. So who knows? Anyway, also Lizzie is a freaking homie. She rated us, and as promised, she delivered a clip for us to all watch together. So if you've never watched Lizzie Nopo's channel before, if you are not wise to her brand of content, you're about to get learned. And if you're saying, whoa, 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 I don't want to learn, I came here for video games, not learning, too bad. You're about to get learned. Here we go. To a clip, what Lizzie's clippy.
Happen.
Some motherfucking
I didn't intend
Mortal
to,
Kombat.
but I'm glad it happened.
Did you rip your own arm off? Oh, God. Oh, this is my arm now. That's brutal, all right. Badass. So did you rip your own arm off, beat that person to death with it, and then say, this is mine, I'm stealing this?
Arm you jerk it with now.
But it's all like,
Thanks.
it's all like skinny. The other arm was more muscular. I guess that was going to do more damage.
Happen.
Yeah, rips his own. Yeah, it was in that first piece. You can see, frame by frame. Here, I'm gonna hit you with a slow-mo. Bam, slow-mo. Watch.
Happen.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Rip. He says, "Fuck you," and then just wails on her ass. Brutal. Heckin' brutal.
I didn't intend to.
And
but
maybe
I'm
not
glad it
efficient, but yeah, Lizzie realized what went down. She was like, oh my fucking God. Brutality. You could say that again. You could heckin' say that again. Good stuff, Lizzie. Good stuff. That was awesome. Psychic dwarf on a crime spree, a small medium at large. Very good. That's right. Michael knows me in person. Moonspine. He knows me in real life. He knows me in meat space. Yeah, yeah. Bears. Wait. There's a twunk? I'm assuming you mean twink. Is a twunk like a twink that's got a thick? Okay, maybe has a girthy trunk. What's the next phrase? What's the next word I'm about to say? Yeah, short guy rage energy. Yeah, the chip on their shoulder, always trying to like prove something to people. We don't like that. We don't like that. I know. I used to go to school with like high school with a bunch of dudes, and it's always dudes that had the short guy energy, and they were taller than I am, like not that much taller, but they were like shorter than the average dude, and they were frequently unpleasant. I hope they like grew up eventually, because these are people I haven't seen in a long time. So that's Havoc. Yeah. That was completely by accident, but it was badass though. It was badass. A beefy okay, gotcha. Extra beefy. Twink and a I'm learning. I legit did not know these things. I'm learning. It's like that episode of It's Always Sunny where they're learning about power bottoms and how speed has something to do with it. Speed has everything to do with it. I love that clip. It's a special place. That's right. What about a hunk and a bear? A bunk? or a hair or hulayer? I don't know. I think bunk is the better phrase. By the way, I did see, I kind of neglected to follow up on this, but Aleph redeemed music show and tell. This is not a redemption that we get to do all that often, but I have what I consider to be a pretty all right music collection. So whenever someone redeems music show and tell, I grab a CD out of my music collection. It's kind of off screen here, and a lot of it's in boxes anyway. And I'll show it on screen. We'll listen to a track or two, and I'll just kind of talk about my thoughts on it. So we'll show and tell the music. Takes a couple minutes, and we'll do that. So give me 1 sec. I will BRB for like 29.17 seconds, and then yeah, we'll do the music show and tell, and we'll pick out something fun. I'll be right back. All right, I feel like this one's cheating a little bit because I simp for this band so often. Actually, I simp for a lot of things that involves this group. So, Porcupine Tree, one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands. I'm a huge fanboy of Porcupine Tree. Steven Wilson in particular. Love his solo stuff. I pretty much devour any project he's in. I'm pretty much down for all of it, generally speaking. Some of his side project stuff, like his electronica stuff and his more ambient stuff, I'm not as huge into. But solo stuff, Blackfield, Porcupine Tree, I'm down for. No Man is also really good. Lots of cool stuff. But yeah, Porcupine Tree, one of my favorite groups ever. This is a live album recorded in Chicago. It's called Arriving Somewhere. It was recorded. It was from a tour where they were supporting their Deadwing album, which is a really good album. There's kind of this holy trinity of really, really good Porcupine Tree albums that most fans will say, if you want to get into this band, start with one of these 3 albums. Either Deadwing, or Fear of a Blank Planet, or what's the last one? What was the last one in the trilogy? Actually, I guess Fear of the Blank Planet was the third one. In Absentia. And In Absentia is my favorite. But this has got some really sweet tracks. And the big one, of course, for a lot of us is Blackest Eyes. I'm gonna turn that down a bit just because it's gonna be kind of loud. But Blackest Eyes was like the leading single off of In Absentia. But yeah, it's a live album. I love me some live albums. You get oh, that's kind of cool. This was from their K-Scope label. So that's the band label that this was published under. Or I guess this is the reissue. It's a reissue via K-Scope. It's still a little bit loud, isn't it? Maybe it's okay. You can let me know if it's too loud. But it's got like a little summary of other reissues that are being done by this label. Some of them are directly related to Porcupine Tree and some of its band members. There's a Gavin Harrison album right there. That's their drummer. And then this over here is another band I like a lot, Pineapple Thief. So lots of good stuff here. It's a little kind of a primer on this record label that reissued this album. Can still hear. Okay, cool. And oh, it looks like this actually it kind of fell off a little bit. That's okay. This is kind of unfortunate. I just noticed that this was originally stapled. Oops. Like a little piece here. But there's a little booklet here, which is nice. There was a staple you can kind of see in the webcam that actually came loose. There's still a staple in this bottom piece. I guess I could rip it out, but no, I think I'll rather keep it attached. But of course, it's a live album. As you can imagine, the mixing is done pretty well, I think. It's not like they just pulled it from the soundboard and just slapped it on a CD. They cleaned up some of the stuff. I don't know if there's overdubs. There probably are. In today's day and age, very rarely is it like truly as was recorded. But it sounds really good. Band members in fine form. This actually, I think, was their first live album. No, it was their second live album. Their first one was recorded when they were still in the 90s stuff. This is from 2005. Still quite a while. But they got a bunch of cool pictures of like their stage show and their light system, that kind of thing. Honestly, the Porcupine Tree live experience is more about watching the band members and enjoying the songs. They've never been like huge into crazy weird light shows, that kind of thing. I think the more recent tour they did was a little bit more elaborate in that sense, but a lot of people that are into Porcupine Tree are more into it for they like the music and they like the complexity. It's like kind of proggy. There's like some progginess to it, but also like some catchiness to it. You don't have to be a prog snob to appreciate it. It's nice. So get some cool pictures, which is nice. And again, you get a nice summary of songs from the Deadwing album. My favorite Porcupine Tree song ever is probably Arriving Somewhere But Not Here. It's 12.5 minutes long. It's a very long song. That's why we're not playing it here, because we'll be here forever. But it's really something special. So special that they decided to name this album after it. But one song I like to point out, it's kind of a deep cut. It's called Heart Attack and a Lay-By. A lay-by, I think, is like a place where cars can pull over. It's kind of a British term. I think it's a place where cars can pull over for some reason, maybe to do a U-turn, maybe there's like a scenic place to look at, I don't know. But Heart Attack and a Lay-By is a song that you don't really get on live albums. You know how it is. You buy a live album, they're gonna play the hits. They play Trains. If you're a Porcupine Tree song, you know, they play Trains. We're listening to Blackest Eyes right now. They play Lazarus. They play, Halo, like a bunch of staples. Sound of Music, they play even less, but they do hit some deep cuts. They play So-Called Friend, they play Mother and Child Divided, they play actually I guess Open Car is kind of a deep cut, or kind of a mainstay. But Heart Attack and a Lay-By, that's a song I have to be careful when I listen to it, because it evokes a very particular mood. It is about a person that is experiencing a heart attack, as they've like pulled their car over, and the whole song is about how the person is saying, I thought I had more time. There's things I need to fix. There's things I want to do with my life. I thought I had time to fix this, and like they're realizing that they're about to die, basically. It's like, and they're like lying to themselves. They're like, I just need a cigarette. I just need some fresh air. I'll be fine. And it's a very specific kind of melancholy that, like, I don't know. It's a song I can't just listen to casually. It kind of hits me hard, and it's like I think like an anxiety thing, right? Like a thing where it's like I kind of tell myself, no, there's things I can still do with my life. There's still time to do things. I'm only 34, right? I got youth still, kinda. But yeah, I listen to that song and it's like, ooh, it kind of fucks me up a little bit. So that's one of the things I love so much about Porcupine. You get like the cool, like fun, like, yeah, there's the proggy stuff, weird time signatures and cool melodic things, but then there's some like really emotional stuff that is a little bit hard to put into words, honestly. They're one of my favorite bands. They're not as active. They did put out an album, was it this year or last year? They were on hiatus for like 15 years. We all just assumed they were gone forever, but they reformed at least temporarily. They called the album Continuation Closure. So are they really continuing, or is this closure for them? They've been kind of, we don't know. So I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath expecting any more big tours, but maybe more music from them would be. If you're looking for a kind of summary of the band, a live album is not a bad way to do it, and Arriving Somewhere is probably what I would recommend. It's pretty sweet. Nice variety of deep cuts, and again, some staples you hear from one of their concerts. So, Porcupine Tree, they're pretty good. I like them. The song right now we're listening to is Lazarus, another staple that you definitely hear from their concerts. More of a kind of a ballad. Lazarus is actually a song that was originally going to be part of a story. They originally envisioned Deadwing as being like a soundtrack to a movie that never got made or never got written. And he also kind of, in later years, kind of had the song be an interesting kind of David Bowie tribute, especially after he had passed away. Because the song features a character named David in it. And he's Steven Wilson, the main songwriter, and Porcupine Tree is a huge David Bowie fan. So anyway, put this away. Thank you for indulging me on Music Show and Tell. I love talking music. I love talking music. I love talking shop. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I know it might be kind of boring, and of course, means less video game time for a little bit at least. But thank you to Aleph for the redemption, and thank you everyone for indulging me. I appreciate your patience. So let's swing back over to video game land as soon as I find the scene for it. There it is. Yeah. By the way, Duke asked me about ska. I don't really have a lot of ska. I'm kind of weird. Well, I'm just kind of weird. I'm a weird dude. I'm kind of weird about like genres that are inspired by punk. I'm not a huge punk guy, but there's bands that I like that are like some ska isms, kind of, sort of. Like I really like Cake, the band Cake, the band that did the I Want a Girl with a something and a long jacket, or I'm sorry, and a long jacket. I like that song. I like the Italian Leather Sofa. Like, there's a bunch of cool songs they did, and they kind of have like some ska vibes, kind of, sort of. But yeah, some variety. Yeah, there is variety. There's some songs that are like skull crushing heavy metal, like super hardcore stuff, and then there's the more lightweight kind of chill stuff. As a kid, I was more into the metal, but as I've gotten older, I've kind of leaned more into the softer side, more melodic, that kind of thing. Yeah, streaming platforms. Yeah, short skirt. There we go. A short skirt and a long jacket. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Thank you for looking that up as well, Irishman. Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands. And like I said, they're not as active in more recent years, but Steven Wilson just put out their main songwriter. He's got a very prolific solo career. He just put out a solo album a couple months ago that I've yet to listen to. So, and there's a lot of variety there too. He does jazz stuff. He does electronica. He does more of the proggy stuff, kind of like we just listened to, and everything in between. So I appreciate the variety that I get whenever I listen to any of his projects. Porcupine Tree is a little bit more predictable. You get some melodic stuff, you get some weird time signatures, you get longer songs, That's generally what you get packaged in a Porcupine Tree song, generally speaking. What about their cover of the Pregnant Sonic song, Meerkat? Good question. Good question. I'll let you know once Steven Wilson personally writes me back from all the emails that I send him begging him to cover that song. The non-vocal stuff. I do, you know what? I actually got to meet Angel Vivaldi. I got to meet him because he was touring with... Who was he touring with? Oh god, I'm blanking on the guy's name. I can't remember the guy's name. Fuck. It was another guitarist. He was doing a really cool guitar tour with two other like high profile instrumental guitarist badasses. And I never heard of Angel Vivaldi, but yeah, he was one of the people touring with him. I got to meet him after the show. Really cool dude. He signed my album because I bought a CD from him. Really cool dude. And I got to meet the other two guys as well. And they must have left a really big impression on me because I forgot their names. And one of them in particular was the one I was like going for. Pliny or Pliny. I think it's Plini. I think it's pronounced Pliny. He's an Australian, I believe. Maybe New Zealand. But yeah, that guy was, I mean, all three of them killed it. The third guy was a guy I was also one I never heard of, and his name escapes me. But yeah, really cool dudes and badass music, all instrumental, no singing, just fucking shredding and killing it. It was some good shit. And real proggy, real weird and proggy shit. Because yes, the dude does shred. Yeah, it's some good stuff. Angel Vivaldi's badass. I don't know Andy James, but that's some good stuff though. Just badassery for 6 minutes. But anywho, yeah. So let's get back to the games. But again, thank you for indulging me on the music show and tell. So back to Cassia, or Cassia maybe. And she was like, "You want to know about me? You know, Senpai notices me." So yeah, let's ask her about her background. Also, I think she is very tall. I think she is indeed very tall. She could pick me up and put me on her shoulders.
Oh, what was it?
Was it Dan Sugarman? Sugarman. I feel like I would recognize that name. That's a very memorable name.
Too vague.
Yeah, it is. It is midnight, Mike. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Michael. Mr. Moonspine. He's an old college buddy. He's a good lad.
In purple livery.
He's one of those good dudes. One of those good humans.
The lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination.
So now she's saying that like
is painting these pictures.
she's lived in other places for sure, and she dreams about some of these places, and maybe that's where, but she's saying like, well, but I can't exactly remember. Maybe is it my imagination, not my memory, that leads these paintings that she does? What is your life like right now?
Was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty.
So it's all about prepping her for her navigator stuff.
The histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year,
they covered Crystal Planet. I fucking love that song. Solid song on a good album too.
Vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Any friends?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sun.
Oh, we did see the cage.
I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused and died soon after.
Oh, that's sad.
The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste.
So nobody wanted to be your friend. Well, all right. You got a whole crew full of friends now.
There were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords.
Oh, right. Nobody could talk to her anyway.
Their vow of silence.
Right.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish.
Garish?
Apologies.
She's not wrong.
Noisy.
She's not wrong.
They don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing.
Why don't you just carve out all their tongues?
Restraint.
And I'm over here like, you're right. All right, let's remove some tongues and vocal cords. Chop, chop. Everyone line up. Give me a rusty spoon and some... and like some tweezers. Cannot maim people just because it's in his power to do so. Depriving servants of their voice is not particularly widespread outside of House Orselia. I like the noise. It fills the ship with life. I like one of these two. To look after his subjects. Let's go with... I like this one. This one's like kind of straight and to the point.
With life. If only you could take my place and watch this kaleidoscope. Every voice is a flash of color. Every conversation a shimmering glow. Every argument is an
Yeah, getting some Satriani. So I live in St. Louis, Missouri. Satriani and I think Steve Vai are coming to St. Louis in like a duo tour thing. I want to say in April, and I'm heavily considering going. I have a couple friends that are also thinking about going, so I might do like a kind of a friend meetup with it. With that as kind of a center point to it. So I've seen Steve Vai before, but I've never gotten to see Satriani before. He hasn't been to St. Louis in a long time, so it might be kind of fun. I haven't been to a concert in a long time. I've been out of the concert game for a hot minute. Yeah, what's the third eye exactly?
The navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the
St. Louis, baby. That's right, Duke. That's right.
And therefore it is the symbol of our
That's where I've been. I've been to the general area all my life, although I grew up in Illinois. So, but not like super far away, Illinois, like an hour and a half away. North of Chicago, yeah. I was actually in Chicago earlier this year, visiting my brother. Yeah, I have the brother whose age is closest to me. He lives in Chicago. He's been there for a couple years. Him and his fam. So we got the stars of the humanity. We have an uncommon gift. We have to use it properly.
I am aware that lesser servants.
Her appearance might be a little bit repulsive. I mean, she's tall. The eyeball's weird. The gangly limbs. Yeah. Oh, we can tell her she's pretty.
The rabble are used to seeing.
We're in Illinois. For privacy reasons, I won't like say like, oh, I grew up in this town. But like, I'll say like the general area around like Collinsville and like Edwardsville, like an hour, maybe an hour and a half away from here. That's generally like where I came from, like O'Fallon, Illinois. These are like, they're all like kind of smaller towns, honestly. Troy, Illinois. I'm just kind of rattling off like some of the towns like around that region. So yeah, Southern Illinois, but the phrase Southern Illinois is kind of a misnomer. Southern Illinois means anything south of Chicago, generally speaking. I have some family in Carbondale though, and that's real far south. You do not look repulsive. Do we want to tell her she's pretty? Should we tell our tall navigator waifu she's pretty? I know someone who lives there, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you to know them, or unfortunately for them to have to live there. I don't go there terribly often. Gracie has some family that lives in Troy. So we're in that general neck of the woods sometimes. But yeah, not super often. I'm gonna go for it. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
I call it how I sees it, lady. Only improper thought. No, let's not take it too far. You take it too far, man. Take it too far. You got no, not to cross the line. Oh, well, that's also maybe a bit too much too. I don't want to cross the line. No, I don't want to take it too far. Let's just let's like keep it respectful. I'm looking respectfully. Certain wait, what's that word? Svengoolie? I don't think I know that name. Satellite office out there. Just not a big fan of it. Gotcha.
I see. Forgive me. I misunderstood.
What's it like doing this navigation thing?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me.
It's different for every navigator.
But everything changed when I found my own...
Yeah, Carbondale, El Gaza, yeah. I was there just a couple months ago. Or actually, no, 1 month ago. For Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm with you. It's okay, honestly. It's not like a dump. And it's a college town, so it's got some cool stuff, but it's just fine, honestly.
An indescribable feeling.
And the gills, yeah, the gills are weird, I imagine.
Going deeper and deeper into my own painting.
So the painting is a really big part of it, then.
The vibrant colors of my palette. And something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Right, so the painting is like what kind of guides her.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It's
interesting phrasing.
Swamp mud oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me.
Carbondale and Edwards. Well, that's the thing, because, yeah, there's a Southern Illinois University in both towns. Yeah. I mean, I'm closer to Edwardsville, so I like that one more. I'm more familiar to it. But no, I have a bunch of family that are from Carbondale, and some even went there for college.
You will hear no objection from...
What do your special eyes tell you?
Guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her.
She likes Argenta.
Seemingly inexplicably.
There's a fog behind her.
Dark and
It burdens her.
fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is...
She's not aware of it.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at.
Aww.
Whenever the Seneschal...
She likes Rosarian.
Heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him.
So Rosarian's the only one she really trusts.
Adira's emotions are like a maelstrom.
She fears Adira. Understandable.
Bridled,
Understandable.
Enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or...
Will she be my Dami Mama? Yeah, there's some like
Lord Captain?
some very unique characters in our group here. But when if the game proposes a selection of, all right, who's your waifu, who's your favorite, then we'll have to make some tough choices.
I have enjoyed your...
Very good. So we got to learn more about her. Here's the helmsman. I don't think he would have much new stuff to talk about. I could be like, who are you? I haven't done the who are you one yet with anybody. I don't want to be rude to my bros. Argenta, how you doing, girl?
Greetings.
Is it that's keeping you here? You know what? I'm actually kind of curious. Yeah, if there's something that keeps her
This ship was
here
targeted
specifically.
by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the rogue traders' crew.
Hell of a way to go, Irishman. I respect it. I respect it. She's already in love with shooting things and her duty, her duty of her sacred job, her sacred role that she performs. Irishman, your comment makes me think of that Gianni video. I love women who can just fucking murder me. I'm talking watermelon in the thighs level of carnage. Love that video. You might be of use to me. We'll see this one. What's this? This one's nice and friendly.
Those are very courteous words, rogue trader. Thank you, both for your words and your hospitality.
It's nice to be nice. It's nice to have friends. It's good. Thank you for the conversation. We'll see you around. Who else? Who else could we converse and make friends with? Because Warhammer is all about making friends. That's what this game is ultimately about. But Alex, I thought Warhammer was about singing the praises of the God Emperor and smiting evil and navigating the warp and cleansing chaos. Nah. It's all about friendship. Like, I was able to detect that with zero hesitation. All right, let's get some shipping and stuff going. So Thunderfang is our only merchant ship, I suppose. Like, could I say one of these others and just bring up a ship? Yeah, she's married to the church. I respect it. I respect it. The Fallout, yeah, there's some Fallout vibes for sure. Fallout and Baldur's Gate 1 for sure. Shooting people, blood, the bolt gun. Yeah, the bolt gun is a special one for sure. Man, and enjoying being a bad guy. Agreed, yeah. The machine cult. Yeah, who's the most interesting? St. Drusus. Mankind's Crusade, bringing new worlds into the Imperium full. They're probably more like the normie stuff. And these guys are all about machine stuff. And then these guys are a crime syndicate. And then these guys are questionable. And there's the Navy. In the Navy. I think that might be like the most chill. Or maybe not chill, but the most like reliable. But there's nothing there. Alright, well I guess if I want to trade with anybody, it's gonna be you guys. Does anybody happen to know if there's any downside to letting this go above my capacity? Fuels at 112, armor kits at 105. Like, I'm worried that if I hold off on selling things for too long, I'll like take on more than I can carry and start to have bad times. Because I don't know if I necessarily care this much about these guys to like spend a bunch of my stuff on selling to them right now. They have some things that would be nice for sure, but like the other guys could have cooler stuff. So I'm wondering if I should save up. Friendship, and the lack of it will destroy the galaxy. Galaxy, just freaking go for it. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, what do I have in my can I look what I have in my cargo? Can I show? Oh, show tradable, I see. Like I could almost max out reputation actually. There's no max carry weight. That's reassuring at least. And so because you can only trade with what you have maxed out at a given time. So show tradable. What would that potentially get me? I don't know what it takes to get to. Actually, maybe this means this RP level. Maybe that gets me to level 1. And that would get us force grenades and medikits and some kind of badass melee weapon and maybe a cool range weapon. It's not that great. Melee weapon's pretty cool though. Have a good night, Five Finger. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Stalker gloves. I think we already have some of those. Yeah, we do have some of those, yeah. And some other cool light armor. Pretty solid. Actually, it's better than what I have right now. So yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe there is something to go for this then. So let's go ahead. I don't think there was anything that I was kind of like wanting to sit on. I think we have everything on our inventory I was considering. So let's go ahead and here we go. Go for what we have here. Bloop. So that gets it close to rank 1. And we'll be able to get some cool stuff for sure. Now, what is this? Ranged attacks decrease their dodge by 5%, but it does not stack. Just fine. So bad guys have a harder time dodging. It's flimsy obstacles. We have 4 of those already. That is a flamer. My guy can't use it, but other people might. Let's definitely get this thing. I don't know if there's any downside to getting more of these bad boys, because from what I can tell, it just adds to the stack. I'm curious about the flamer. That might be kind of fun. Different crates at different values. Good for Argenta? Good to know. Good to know, thank you. But that's also good to know, Irishman, that yeah, sometimes it's worth keeping an eye on what they trade in. Oh, is that over here? So heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts. Oh, so maybe I should have saved some of those, but that's fine. That's fine. It's nice to offload stuff, and we got a lot of reputation for it anyway. Because yeah, we gave a stack of miscellaneous that they didn't really give too much shit about. Too many shits about. But yeah, that's really helpful. That's super, super helpful. And some of these are already pretty close to being full. In fact, it looks like they don't even accept holy gifts at all. And melee weaponry is still pretty top, still pretty high. Yeah. Sounds good. Whoops. Successful trading sequence. Very nice. Anything else I want to talk about with this guy? I think, bolstering... What was it? There's one of these options that would allow us to respec. if we wanted to respec our characters. But only partially. It wouldn't let us, like, choose a different archetype, but it would let us choose different talents. And I definitely am thinking I might want to switch out of some of those, but it comes at the cost of wealth or profit, whatever it's called. So a little bit worried about what that would have us lose. What awaits me in the future?
Let's hear what they're whispering about you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices
So,
are
nothing in
going
particular.
wild. I can't make out a thing. None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well. Not even Abaddon.
So training lets you respect. Gotcha. Bolstering lets you create a new character. That's cool. So if I didn't like this guy, I can make a new guy.
Permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Only when I was asked.
Never listen to anything in the warp without her permission. Makes sense.
It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice. Of course.
Thanks for talking at me. Good chit chat. All right. There's some inventory things I want to consider. Because we have a number. Oh, what's this? My own quarters. Have I gone to my quarters yet? I can't remember. Check out the digs. I haven't been in here yet. It's empty. Big. It's weird that I still have the framed painting of my predecessor here. Yeah, we missed out on the story. I see. So if you want like a really customized, bespoke crew of bros and brodettes, we could, if we so desired. Coat of arms. Do we have that, like, properly displayed on our guy somewhere? Not obvious, but maybe we do. Just curious if there was, like, an obvious place where you could see the coat of arms displayed. Maybe it's, like, implied somewhere. Oh, what is this, actually? Schematics of the flagship. Notes, reports, documents. The Lord Captain's quarters. Can I have my own picture commissioned? My own framed painting commissioned? That's not so much to ask, right? It's tattooed on his butt cheek? Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking, Ogasso. Like it. Oh, right, this is the DLC stuff. Right. More resolve when we kill an enemy, and then better logic. Oh, wait, no, that's what I have right now. Let's find all characteristics. That's pretty good, actually. We got lots of cool things to play with. Yeah, that's from the DLC. And it's not even a DLC that you had to pay for. It's just if you own the game before, like, January 13th, you just get that for free. Big ol' honky-ass clock. And then that's my... Okay, we can access the cargo, if we so needed. My personal cogitator. Shrine of Remembrance. Are these credits of people who made the game? A lot of people. Some of them are normal names, some of them are like gamer names. A raiding sniper. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. You can get it replaced. That would be, yeah, with this portrait, exactly. I want that to be front and center when someone first walks in to my quarters. That's what's staring them down. Get a badass ogre. I hope we get ogres. That'd be great. Or orcs, rather. And then the game goes on sale on January 14th. Yeah, I mean, actually, I guess the Steam holiday sale is live right now, so there might be a sale going right now, perhaps. Polished skull. That's kind of nice and weird. Some unknown Xenos. The bony face is mocking me. Looks like an orc, actually. Oh, maybe they were backers. You're right. Because there was, I think, some kind of beta I don't know if it was early access or Kickstarter or what, but I think there was some kind of beta access thing. I learned to play the organ. Pipe organ, too. Badass. Idle for many years. Yeah, probably. You can replace the painting? Oh, buddy. That sounds wonderful. Game was interrupted. The winner was never decided. Probably when people got murdered. That shit did happen. And cool guns. Display weapons. I guess I can't actually take them down to use them. This. Text is faded. Kept open on this page for a long time. It's probably more for show. And that's a taxidermied creature, I think, right? Is it a creature? Looks like a shark head, kind of. It's a fragment, it says. And there's more. Long Dead as this fierce monster. They're just looking guns, not shooting guns. Is that a looking sword, not a stabby sword? Disappointing. Is the implication that I don't have a toilet? Does the Lord person, Lord Captain, not poop? Or maybe I just poop in this water. Maybe there's just an extremely large toilet. A moment of weakness and rest promises nothing but danger. Surely I can relax for like 5 seconds to you know, bathe, right? Listen to me, being a gamer and bathing. Come on, get out of here, Alex. Ridiculous. What this? Cracked data slate. Got any games on this thing? Do you have Angry Birds? I don't know what any of that means. I'll take it, I guess. Not sure what to make of it. This thing, what this? Yeah, mix of gamer names, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I love it, Elgaso, I love it. Fountains is where I poop. Then it begs the question of where do I bathe? Hopefully it's not the same place. So this is something that was probably written by my predecessor, by Theodora. The stake cost me too much, so saith this person. He failed to what he was supposed to be. Oh, irreproachable at, rather. Uncovering spies. So there was a spy in their ranks that was not caught. Yeah, this is written by Theodora for sure. Let his disinheritance serve as a humiliating but instructive lesson from which he may yet learn. Yeah, because for some reason, we learned, for some reason, he was originally considered to be an heir to Theodora, but there was some kind of mistake, some kind of schism that prevented that. So, very good. Filling you with an odd sense of dread, all this space, all the stars. Got my own little personal robot panel thingy of some kind. And I think that's it. I think I've pretty much taken the sights and sounds and smells of our personal quarters. Let's head back and see if we can get that painting replaced with something a little bit more befitting of my caliber. Yes, I'm very excited. Because Janek would be the guy, right? This guy over here, wherever he is. Yoo-hoo, Janek, where is you? Is over here. Yes. I have a very specific request. Please and thank you. Fiery Reckoning. Actually, yeah. What does he say about this? Not familiar, he says. Sign a contract with the owners of a vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. Translation records of a ship. The log ends there. Apparently the ship had some interactions. Says, sorry, this is about all I got. There we go. I want to replace the painting. Hang my portrait instead. It shall be done. Yay. I'm excited. Oh, the Skaven. I do remember the Skaven. I do remember the Skaven in Vermintide. Cool. Thanks, fam. Alright, now I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it. I want to behold its elegance and its beauty. Yes! Oh god. There it is. Oh, there's the thumbnail. There's a thumbnail for the video. Oh my god. It's beautiful. They did a great job. They also did this very quickly. They spun it up real fast. She's a beaut, Clark. A beaut. Majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets guests. Skilled indeed. I feel powerful. I feel so very powerful right now. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Excellent stuff. All right, there was some inventory stuff I want to consider, and then we'll go on to the next area. We do have levels to do. I feel bad. I feel like I keep saying I need a little bit more time. I need to do some off-stream reading. I need to just read through a bunch of stuff, mark a bunch of stuff as favorites. There's more. There's more that I want to do off-stream, and I know it's kind of dry scrolling through all the talent tree, or talent lists rather. It's a lot, and I do not ask that of you, dear viewer, to endure that for me, with me or for me. So we'll do some of that off stream, right? Go through the lists of stuff and favorite the ones I think are worth considering. The level screen, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a lot. It's dense. It's a lot to read through, and of course, we have a vested interest in taking it seriously and making sure we read it for sure. And again, we have a bunch of like these extra notes and books for things. Am I able to get rid of these? I guess I could probably cargo them as miscellaneous, right? Get a badass plasma gun. I mean, that does sound pretty nice. We do have a melt-a-gun, a flamer, but that has to be for a gun specialist, which is not my guy. We have a couple things though. So we have, this is our old armor. I want to see how this looks. Oh my god. We look so cool. We also look absurd, but kind of badass. So, more to logic, +1 to resolve. Now, I will confess, I don't think I know what resolve. Oh, here we go. Efficiently and long characters can fight in battle. Momentum gained. Okay. So that's when you hit, when my guy kills an enemy, we get more resolve, but only when we kill something. We also have this, which gives us more logic, and then this, slightly better hit chance and slightly better crit chance. Now, I'm gonna give that to whoever already has like the best hit and crit chance. I don't know if we have, I guess it'd be here. I'm trying to look to see if there's like a general hit and crit chance thing. Yeah, heroic abilities, exactly, yeah. We have a melty gun. Is that this guy? The flamer? Because yeah, my guy can't use it, but someone else can. Someone else can use that shit. Yeah, that shouldn't go on my guy. That should go on the other... Who's the best persuader? She's very tall. Look at the red eyes. Very terrifying. I can't see, like, the long thingies. Yeah, persuasion 50, actually. She's quite persuasive. Mine is dog shit. 30. 35. She is the master persuader. Persuader, but I hardly even know her. So you get these. There you go. And then... So it's down to these two. Oh, and this thing. So slightly better logic, better hit chance. I think my guy, he is the logic guy, so I think I'm gonna give that to him. Oh, okay. So Melta is, I thought Melta was like a term for like flame weapons. But yeah, I got you. I got that. That's a specific weapon. Specific weapon, I don't have it. I have a flame weapon. So I have the baby version of the melta gun. Shotguns, gotcha. Okay. But more. Shotgun, but more. That makes sense. Whole lot of that. Yeah, I was looking to see about... I can see my parry chance. Dodge chance, all that jazz. I guess I should just give that to whoever has, like, the best shot. That'd be weapon skill and ballistic skill. In my case, it's ballistic skill. She's not really a weapons person, nor is she. This guy is really good at swing at things. She is really good at shoot at things. Immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. That's pretty sick, actually. And I think only she can wear this, for that matter, too. Because I think only she is dogmatic enough. So I am iconoclast right now. She is dogmatic, but not very high. This guy's more iconoclast, and yeah, she is big dogmatic. So in that case, I might give this to him. He does have, like, a decent bit of armor. 30%. So without this... it's down by 5%. Let's go for that, then. She's the only one that can use the flamers. Yeah, that'd be, I think, a good offhand weapon. I think the sniper makes less sense for her. Because she already has a weapon that has pretty good range. 12 range is pretty good. 15 is better, obviously. But 12 is, like, pretty nice. This, of course, has lower range. But that spray and pray? Oh, baby. Be still my beating heart. Yeah, to me, that's an obvious choice. It should definitely go to her. I was actually hoping it would be, like, on her back. Like, slung on her back. Yeah, playing the Warhammer type tabletop game. That makes sense. I'm surprised she can't wear this thing. Maybe only I can wear that, actually. And this would make a lot more sense for me to wear because +5 to all characteristics, hell yeah. Gotta keep my guy healthy. Yo, we look badass. Look at that shit. Like the royal purple. Very regal. I like it. Yeah. Give her the sniper. Yeah, I think I gave her a sniper already. But this is a better sniper. And I guess that's the thing. It should go to whoever has the better ballistic skill of kind of the other folks. And they're both samesies, so I'll give it to her. We'll maintain sniper rifle. And then you can get the other one as an offhand, of course. Rather than an auto pistol, probably. Can I send that to cargo? Yeah, add to cargo. There we go. It's kind of nice you can just do that. So I can't... actually, yeah, maybe I should just drop this then. Unless I could, like, sell it in some way. But it seems like a lot of these kind of quest items are pretty useless. Yeah, that's a good point, too. Yeah, the operative definitely deserves to have that kind of... that is an option. The lasgun is also tempting. Especially because there's a burst fire mode. I'm definitely not going to have both of these people in close range. I'm going to have them far away from things if I can help it. So being able to shoot from far away is nicer. And of course the burst fire, she's not a great shot. So I don't know if I should give that to her. Maybe the sniper's a better choice. The lasgun's kind of tough sometimes. Yeah, I mean this one's better. It's not great, but it's better. In fact, that's so much better than these two. I think I'm just going to send these to the cargo. Shotguns are fun, but not always a good idea, unfortunately. This gun is, like, better than some of the other stuff we saw previously, but I just don't know if it's worth it. I think we got a really badass revolver, though. Who can use that? That has got to be... doesn't actually say, just not that person. Oh, I think it says strength of 35. It's hefty. My guy can use it. My guy does have, like, a dual pistol option. I barely have the strength for it. I gave this guy a shotgun as an offhand. With low agility. That's good. That's really nice then, yeah. An auto stubber? I don't know what that is. It's probably not this. This is an auto pistol. Which has a cool rate of fire. Now, I'll confess, I'm not sure I understand what rate of fire does. I know I can't shoot 8 times in a single turn. I know, of course, there's a pistol burst, which makes me shoot, I think, twice in a single turn. I know the sniper rate of fire 1 means I can only shoot once per turn, obviously, but yeah, I'll confess it's only for the burst fire attacks. Okay. So in this case, for pistol burst, that doesn't mean I shoot 8 times. Like, there's no way, right? That'd be ridiculous. Because if that's what that is all about, then actually it is pretty impressive. This rate of fire is 2. Oh man, maybe if that is 8, then that actually would be kind of sick. Maybe that would be better than this thing, then. That would give me 2... Actually, can I see what that looks like? I want to see what my guy looks like when he's got 2 cool pistols. Pretty badass, actually. Pretty badass. But it could be... Exactly, that's the trade-off. It's low damage. It is low damage, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I accidentally gave my guy the dual-wielding perk because I misread it. I thought it meant I could shoot once with my on-hand, my primary weapon, and then, like, get 1 shot from something in my second hand. I later learned that's not the case. But since I have that perk, I'm wondering, well, maybe I should look for opportunities like this. Maybe I should look for opportunities to use those. Use those bad boys. So we'll keep them for now. I think, yeah, so I gave her a sniper rifle. That's good. I don't think I have any need for these last pistols, so I'll go ahead and cargo these. Cargo the swords, I think. Did I get any cool melee weapons for my guy? For this guy. We've kind of been using just his starter chainsword and just the basic sword. Yeah, and also, yeah, less accuracy. Exactly. That was exactly it, Irishman. But I was like, but there's so many times where with my guy in particular, I don't have a lot of things that burn action points. So I'm just sitting on extra action points. It's like, I'll take an extra shot, even if there's no guarantee. I'll still try it, but yeah, sadly, it was not going to happen. Yeah, Bulgers, yeah. Maybe, I think we could spec into it eventually. Eventually. Add those to cargo. So mesh chest plate is kind of the standard for the heavy armor, at least. She's got light armor. She's got light armor, yeah. And then there's this thing. This is a robe that goes on like a back side, I think. Ranged attacks decrease their target's dodge, but it does not stack. It's kind of cool. Actually works really well with this character, I think. Kind of surprised she didn't have a back item. I could give this to her. Or... That looks cool. I like that. That fits well with the scars, I think. That's the thing. She doesn't have a lot of armor. So none of us do. Bloop. Raises it up by 5, though. That's good. And then resolve whenever they kill an enemy. We do have her kill things. You wear this. And you wear this. Now, interestingly enough, there's no cosmetic aspect of wearing the helmet. It's definitely doing something. Huh. Maybe the eyeball thing is... The third eye cover is more... Takes higher priority. Yeah, no reason not to do it, exactly. Yeah, but that's the problem. Since my guy mainline sniper rifles, that's where I'm thinking maybe I should, like, do more the gunslinger thing. Maybe I should be... Anyway, I started blasting. Maybe I should just start blasting. It would mean my offhand is this weapon. Well, I guess it depends on which one I'm shooting first. This one does quite a lot of damage. It's really not that far away from the long las. Yeah, Argenta's great with burst fire. Yeah, and my guy is an operative, obviously, and he's the tank. Yeah, Abelard, he is very good at tanking. He has done a great job. Been very proud of him. Very proud. Tech use is good. When the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill goes down. 2 rounds. Attacks with 3 times. I'm gonna give that to her as well. Cause shoot, we tend to have Argenta do a lot of things. We tend to do that burst fire a lot to like hurt bad guys a bunch. So that makes sense for her to have that. Cold to the touch. I don't know what it does. Nobody can wear it. It's just a quest item. I say let's add to the jewelry cargo. Yeah, add to cargo. Can I add this to cargo? No, I cannot. How about this? Can add that. This guy, nope. Books, info, yeah. What do you guys think? Should I drop a bunch of these kinds of things? I mean, I can read the details, but it's just kind of clogging up my inventory. Oh, this should go somewhere, by the way. Who's not have a cape right now? Fellowship. Yeah, he should have fellowship for sure. Now she can... Oh, it needs to be iconoclast. You can't wear that either. So, whoops. So only me and this fella. And this one is way better for me. And I think this other one is better for him too. Each enemy a 2-cell radius. Yeah, he's in melee all the time. That should do it. Yeah. So keep the long last and also maybe a slug. I'm guessing slug sniper would be the standard snipey boy. I think I gave the well-maintained one, the solid. That's solid, right? So we can give this las gun to her. So she's got that as like a bonus thing. So thinking I should just have the dual wield snipers? Yeah, you go for the solid one. Better hit percent or better damage? Because, yeah, the hit percent's a little bit better. Not much, though. For the solid weapon, that is. Additional hit chance is a little bit better. Slightly worse damage. So we'll keep it on deck. We'll keep it on deck as an option, at least, for sure. I don't know. I kind of want to, like, experiment around with this, see how I like it. If I just don't like the dual-wielding thing, I could spec out of it, obviously. But for now, I'm like, kind of thinking maybe, but I don't know. More experimentation needs to be done to determine for sure. Also, I'm still really enjoying the fact that I gave this guy a shotgun. I'm looking forward to when he gets to use it. Dodge reduction is big on enemies that have high agility, though. That's good to know. Oh, you're right. Well, hold on. Dodge reduction on the las gun, not as good on the sniper rifle, on the slug sniper rifle. I see what you're saying. That is significant. Yeah, that is significant. Max ammo is also higher. Yeah, because when I saw the las gun, I was like, this is just better. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the additional hit chance. I will keep that in our employ for a little bit longer as well. Keep those. Okay. I think I've inventoried enough for now. There's a lot of things on her we don't have equipped. Like no, like a lot of slots we don't have anything set for her. Definitely makes sense for her to have the armor because she's more about dodging. Yeah, some better options later on. That's a good point too. I mean, this is the starting rifle. Yeah, maybe with that in mind, since this is the starting rifle, I think I will just keep it on her for now. You look so cool with your badass staff, your badass sniper rifle, and your fucking helmet of murder death. By the way, Navigator, that's obviously going to be for you. Except I think that's what she has right now. Staff of House Orsilio. What are the deets? She can melee with it, and looks like that's... Oh, no, she can castigate. Cast a gate. Just one gate. Enemies targeted. Make a -5 to everything. It does stack and it's renewed every time the same enemy becomes the target of their powers. So any power at all, they get hit by this -5. And it boosts willpower and perception. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm actually not too far behind you, Irishman. I think we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon here. I once again, really, really appreciate your help in helping me learn this game. I have a lot to learn. I'm a Warhammer 40k greenhorn, but I feel so empowered with knowledge. My brain, I feel like my portrait right now. I feel like my brain is expanding and is being slightly twisted and warped with how much knowledge I've gained. So I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Have a good night, my friend. Much appreciation. Infusing is the other one. Infusing and castigating again. Okay, we have a duplicate then. So this was the Guardian. Allies targeted by the Navigator. Oh, so we can either make bad guys Sag or make good guys Gladge. Yeah, I would love to recruit an orc. But that would be a xenotype, and I think that's like an enemy of the Imperium. So we might not get a chance to get to play with orcs, but I would love it. I would love it, honestly. What's up, Corey? Castigating, trading, maybe? Yeah, you might not be wrong. What are her powers, for that matter? Let's see what she's all about. Features. So, Lidless Stare. That was the one we saw earlier. Does some badass damage. Some sick damage. Now, it costs action points, obviously. Is there no degradation? Because maybe she's not a psyker by, like, the technical definition of things. Spends all movement points. Okay, so that is a downside. And that's the only attacking thing you can turn in that turn. But that range of that thing is incredible. Voice a command. One friendly creature. Awesome. There's a round for cooldown, obviously. Man, that's sick. So yeah, that's the thing. Do we make bad guys sad or do we make good guys glad? The thing about it is that, like, when it comes to bosses, bad guy, they're gonna be like immune to a bunch of shit, or they're gonna have a bunch of perks to like well, I guess that's the thing. It's just negatives. It'll just diminish some numbers, you know, it'll just hurt some of their characteristics. It's not like a super elaborate status effect, because, you know, status effects are usually boss characters are immune to that kind of shit. So yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth which I want to do. Do I want to castigate, or do I want to take down bad guys and make them sad, or do I want to raise up buddies and make them happy? Yeah, finest hour, that's what we got affected by previously, which was really cool. This character seems exceptionally powerful. This character seems very good. I'm sure they're kind of a glass cannon, but they seem just truly amazing. So I'm excited. Excited to try them out. So yeah, so for her, still with the willpower and perception is nice. Renewed every time the same enemy becomes the target. This bonus stacks and is prolonged. Yeah, they're both solid. They both do the same damage. I think what I will do is, oh, it's because I'm looking at the same thing. Oh, they're all staves. Okay, they all have the same name. Yeah. Well, for one thing, I'm gonna probably add that to cargo, because I don't think we even need a duplicates necessarily. Yeah. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna be targeting bad guys with her. But I'll probably infuse allies. I'll probably infuse allies first. I'll infuse allies first, and then I'll damage. So I think we're just gonna keep this as an offhand. Am I playing the Imperium? I think that's what this is. I mean, we are a rogue trader at the service of the Empire. So yeah, I think we are ultimately doing things at the behest of the Imperium. I think that's like kind of how this game works, or how this game is formulated, basically. Gave her the light armor. At some point, we need some better light armor for her. Hopefully sooner than later. I think I'm gonna stash these two. Add them to cargo for now. Gonna add this extra shotgun to cargo. Keep these two. Although, what's this one do? It's just another Psyker staff, right? It is the same in every way, I think. I think I can probably stash that one too. Cargo that one. And then the mesh chest plate, that's medium armor. The only person that wears that is this guy, and he's got the same thing, so I think I will stash that as well. Cargo it. Okay. And then this guy, yeah, I'll hang on to it for now. That could still come in handy at some point. Is there an auto sort option to, like, kind of move things around for us? Oop, there we go. Nice. All right. Well, we did a lot today. I feel really good about this. We're still learning the systems. Much appreciated to the Mad Irishman hanging out here and giving us some very helpful intel on how the lay of the land works for this game. I still have much to learn. We still have much to do as well. The Coronis Expanse is expansive, to say the least. Check the map real quick and kind of chart what we think we'll do next. We've been trading with Thunderfang. They've been mostly okay, I think. They haven't tried to murder us yet. That is. We have objectives in all these places. I'll probably do, like, side objectives next a couple times, because I think the thing we did up here was one of the big ones, getting a navigator. So we need to replenish the crew. We need to get a keeper, machine spirit keeper. There's another word for it. And yeah, there's stuff over in this planet. We need to scan that first. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Void ship management. We get to see our cool ship. And I don't really know what any of this entails. I'm guessing this is stuff that we'll have to worry about later. Probably after we leave the star system. I don't know if there's going to be ship combat. I don't know like what this is all going for, but there's weapons. There's cannons. There's armor and shields, engines. I'm guessing this will be its own system at some point later on. And eventually do upgrades. There's stuff for the future, for sure. By the way, what would she do? She would be Supreme Commander. There we go. And then she is Master Cannon person. And then I am Shield. And then you are Maneuvering. And then somebody else will be Warp Channeler. So it would make sense for her to be it. Oh no, I should be over here. 70 versus 63. I'm amazing at Master of Etherics, whatever. Like, I don't know what any of these things are. I don't know what these things are, and I'm too afraid to ask. So, yeah, things to consider for the future. Unfortunately, Shield Master, yeah, she's not really great at a lot of these things. I guess put you there so I still have this. I don't think any of this will matter for the time being, but eventually this will become something we'll have to worry about. But eventually we'll also have more than just 6 people. We can only have 6 people in our immediate party when we're adventuring, that kind of thing. But I think you can have up to 9 or 10, I think, just in your command, just in general, on the ship. A crew of aliens, it'd be badass, yeah. Like I said, I don't really know for sure, but I would assume it's probably Imperium humans for the most part. But yeah, I would love it if we could have some opportunities to have some weirdos and like outsiders and renegades hanging out with us. I think that'd be sick. We're gonna save here, friends. This game is awesome, and I'm liking it a lot, even though it's at times overwhelming and even maybe slightly frustrating because we've had a few bugs from time to time. I'm liking it, and we'll play more of it. Maybe even tomorrow. I think I will be able to play tomorrow. Maybe I might even be able to start early because I'll be able to wrap up work a little bit early, I think. So, barring any surprises, well, we'll see. We'll see. I know Gracie might have some stuff going on tomorrow. I might need to help her with a couple things, so we'll see. But I should be able to stream tomorrow, barring any surprises. I saved. Let me double check. Yes, we saved. At 1 a.m. exactly. There we go. There we go. Back to main menu. Yeah, so we'll be doing some streams over the next couple days for sure. You heard me say that I'm doing some family stuff Saturday. That'll be during the day. I should be free in the evening, so I might be able to squeeze in a little stream Saturday evening as well. And yeah, like I said, probably tomorrow, probably Friday, that is. And even like weird days, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. After Saturday, I'll be done with family gatherings, so I'll be very much having a lot of free time. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'll be spending a lot of time with my wife and kind of hanging out with her, so I probably won't have like a ton of like daytime stream availabilities necessarily, but certainly in the evening times we'll be able to play some games and hang out. So expect a lot of streams this week. The only day I work this week is Thursday, but I'll probably be able to stream Thursday too. Might as well. So yeah, we'll be hitting this game real hard. I'm hoping we'll be able to beat Chapter 1 over the next couple streams. Maybe sometime this weekend we'll be able to wrap it up. I know I'm playing at a bit of a slow pace, but the good news is we were a lot faster and did a lot more than we did yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of lore, a lot of reading, a lot of character interactions, but now it's like we're building up some momentum, which is nice. But thank you again for watching. Thank you, Lizzie, for that raid. As always, super freaking generous of you. Very, very generous of her. She's awesome. And we got a lot of cool streamer buddies that like to hang out with us, and that's pretty cool. Appreciate people hanging out with us. And we're going to find a raid target. If you're down, we're going to find a raid target, see if we can show some love to another streamer friend. Oh my god, I got a lot of DMs. I haven't logged into Twitch except for streaming today. I haven't really been on Twitch today because I've been in the office all day. Who is live? Who is live? Even better if there was somebody I could raid that I've never raided, because I've followed a bunch of Dare Drop friends, and it'd be extra appropriate given that we're playing a Dare Drop game, a game sourced from Dare Drop. Be even more appropriate for us to raid somebody doing some Dare Drop stuff themselves. Here we go. Here's one person. So is anybody playing Rogue Trader? One person is playing Rogue Trader, but they are a very popular person. Oh, hold on, let me do that. They have a very, very high view count. So, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I like to raid people that are closer to my speed. So we're gonna raid a dude. I actually tried to raid this guy a while back. I love this guy's VTube setup. It is so badass. It's so fucking sick. This guy's name, I'm probably mispronouncing it. We'll probably hear him say it correctly when I raid into him. Amunidal? Amunidal. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Amunedal. He's a very cool dude. His VTube setup is sick. He is a lich VTuber. Badass necromancy bullshit skeleton with horns and also like a skeleton. It's either a mustache or tusks. It's probably tusks. Very badass. I love what this guy's all about. I've only watched him a little bit. He seems like a cool dude, but just the VTube setup alone, my god. He's playing Conan Exiles, which itself is not a Daredrop thing necessarily, right now at least, but he is a fellow Daredevil. He is a fellow brand ambassador for Daredrop, has done a bunch of their games in the past, and I'm sure he'll be doing more in the future as well. So he's a cool dude, plays some badass games. Conan Exile seems like a really cool game. I've not played it myself, but I've watched other people play it. Looks pretty sick, and looks very involved, also with a lot of unique systems that make it pretty special. And again, just getting to see this guy's VTube setup alone is enough to be worth the price of admission. So I will see you guys there. As always, here is my socials page and the little link tree. The little link tree page has all of my stuff. Got the social media, got the YouTube channels, got the multi-stream places because I do multi-stream to TikTok and not Instagram, not yet at least, but Facebook and Trovo and Twitch and YouTube, of course. Twitch is the main one, and when we start unlocking extra Steam keys for this game to give away, we'll be doing the giveaways via Twitch. So I do generally recommend, if you want to watch here at all, especially if you want to participate with channel points and you want to participate with giveaways, watching through Twitch is the only way to do so. So for the full experience, that's what I typically recommend. But otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow most likely. I have a Discord server that anybody can join that has a schedules channel, weekly schedule channel. So as there are schedule updates, I'll make sure to post in there if any surprises happen along the way. But for the time being, we're gonna do some more streams tomorrow and Saturday and probably Sunday and probably Monday and Tuesday. Just lots of streams and lots of Warhammer and lots of rogue trading. I'm excited for all these things. Have a great night, friends. I'll see you around. Say hi to Amunidal. I will see you guys there as well. I'll say hi with you. And we'll get to experience his content and get to see behold his badass skeleton VTube model. I love it. I'll see you guys there. Good night, friends.
They've barred the gates. Use the battering ram.